All right, hey boys, I have a question for you. If you were a cologne, what scent would you be?
Well,
Go
now,
ahead. Go ahead.
right now, like would I be right in the current moment? I'd be
No, like what would capture your essence forever?
Oh my God.
currently cat shit, but
I'm an earthy pine. That's what I would be.
I would probably be like what's my essence?
Why is this so hard? Just pick a scent.
Midnight oil.
Oh,
I would be like a sea breeze and sadness.
Can you explain the sadness part?
yeah.
That's just
what's up
not
with
generally sad, so I want some depressing vibe in there.
that?
Well, if you talk to the average teenager of today and you ask them what it is about pop culture that they like, and the first thing they'll say is the beat.
Get yourself addicted. Get yourself addicted.
Welcome into the Pop Culture Piledriver. Emerson, you're in for a ride today, my friend.
I have no idea what the hell I just witnessed, but I retweeted it.
Yes, we are. This is the Pop Culture Piledriver. It's our 87th episode. We do have a guest with us. We'll get into that. But yes, you can get addicted to the content over on YouTube. You can subscribe to Pop Culture Piledriver if you're watching us live there. Comment, hit the thumbs up button. It goes a long way. I am Jason Rossi. You can follow me across all social media platforms at Jason D Rossi, as well as our show here, Pop Culture PD, over on Twitter. That's how you follow it. We're not the police, but the handle was too long. And if you follow it, it will instantly make you smell better because of Billy's question today. With me, as always, is my tag team partner right here in the podcast sphere. He can be followed across all social media platforms at Billy D 2411. His name is Billy D. What's going on?
Hello, can't wait to get into this topic. We have a guy right here who knows his food. Don't believe me? Ask his waistline. I'm sure he's waiting to tell you about it. So.
Are you serious, dude? I'm not kidding you. I will fucking do this whole podcast with my shirt off.
We've had that done before.
Wait, both of us? We're doing shirts and skins? Teaming up?
This is the podcast of shirts off.
It really has happened before.
This is it, boys. Let's go.
All right, well, I might as well introduce him now. He can be seen on your television sets in the New England area on NESN. He can be heard and seen through YouTube channels and many different outlets wherever DraftKings puts their shit. His name is Emerson Lotzia Jr. He can be followed at Emerson Lotzia Jr. Emerson Lotzia Jr., how are you?
Dude, I'm doing awesome. Like, I thought this was like a joke. I didn't realize this was like a huge production thing. And then you two start sending out like 2 days ago, like, fill out this entire Excel spreadsheet with all these dessert rings. And say, how fucking serious is this? What are we doing here?
We don't mess around here, man.
Yeah, no, and then you ask about the cologne, and then you all of a sudden cut us off and you roll this sick ass open that you guys have. This is amazing. I love this.
That's all Billy. Billy is the brains, and well, Billy's the looks. I'm like 1/4 of the brain. He's 3/5. And if we both had averages, we'd be 100%. But yeah, we're glad to have you here with us. The topic that we're going to be getting into today is holiday dessert tiers. So visually, if you're watching us, whether on Twitter, YouTube, on the Facebook page, you can, kind of see along. You can play along. There's a link in there as well. If you're seeing this post-mortem, you can be listening to us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your podcast. Please give us a subscribe. Again, you can like us on YouTube, Facebook as a part of the
now.
Please do. Hashtag Dorkshare Gooniverse. And this podcast, non-profit partner is Frank Says Hi. We are in the season of giving, and Frank Says Hi has been giving, raising funds and giving funds since 2008. The funds, those given to those affected by cancer, from students going to college to giving direct funds to cancer patients at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute for unique experiential events. You can check it all out at franksayshi.com. Also, month isn't over yet. I know we're getting to the nitty gritty, but Davies Movember is part of the DSG. You can check that out. And please do donate for men's health, mental health, and just positivity throughout the world. That is at us.movember.com. You can /team. You can write this down. Just look at Davey and Arvon D.
I was just going to say, go to his Twitter page, go to Arvon D. He's already hit his goal, but that doesn't mean you should stop. And I believe next week, if you check out his Twitter page, he's doing kind of like an open mic night where you can pay $5 to request a song. So go check that out as well. It's a really good cause. And Dr. Joe is part of the team as well. So I think you can donate through him, and it goes to Davey as well.
Will he
Is
take
that-
his shirt off for $5?
I think the donations you can do are unlimited. So you give him $50. I think he was talking about that. It's kind of like a Patreon thing, like
What about like fans only?
Yeah, he said he doesn't look like he did 20 years ago, but the hammer's still hanging.
Billy, is that like the open mic thing? Is that karaoke?
No, he's a real musician, so he can play some guitar and sing.
Okay. Do you ever join and sing? I've heard you sing before. I've heard you do karaoke before.
I can do karaoke. I'm more a performer. I don't really have the voice like you, so I kind of just have to sell it with the on stage vibe. Like if I can dance around, it would be kind of hard on Twitter.
I was once in Chicago and we were really drunk, and it was with Billy and I, and we
weren't even drunk. We just came from an interview.
That's true, but I guess mentally I'm always drunk. So we were in this cab, and this guy's like, I don't know what language he was speaking, and he's basically like, hey, you want to sing? And Billy's like, oh yeah, like just grabs the mic. There's like a disco ball in this thing. It feels like we're in Cash Cab or something. And then what do you sing? What's your go-to?
All I know is Private Eyes.
Yeah, it was amazing. There are videos floating around.
Oh yeah,
no video. Come on, Emerson, you're better than that.
No, we have video. We have video.
Do it. All right.
Yep,
we'll have to post that.
Video. Okay.
Future on the YouTube channel.
Hey,
but
real quick, can I just cut you off? What is the YouTube
this?
channel again? I just want to subscribe to it.
You can search Pop Culture Piledriver on YouTube.
Thank you.
All right. While you do
go
that,
ahead.
we have a little segment here where you kind of hit yours, but we kind of take things that are inside of our mind, take them out of our mind. It's called Out of My Mind. That's from our guy. Oh yeah, right? The name of the artist?
Indeed. And before we get to my portion, and we'll let you go first because I have another video, but
sure.
Georgia Ann, or Cupcakes by Georgia Ann on Instagram, made these delicious cupcakes, and she does all of these.
Do that.
What?
He's like doing this thing with his tongue, and I don't like the visual of it.
So she does all custom made stuff like that. She does wedding cakes and stuff. So go check her out. She made those for the podcast. So very nice of her. Rossi, what is on your mind?
So for me, Bill, this week, a little wrestling, as we do dip into that at times. The Undertaker, final farewell after 30 years of wrestling. Official retirement. The first time, I believe, in WWF history that there was a retirement that wasn't interrupted. It wasn't a storyline. It was a true tribute, a nice little send-off, wacky intro music, a visual of Undertaker with that one pose with the urn in Paul Bearer's hands, obviously digital, R.I.P. Paul Mooney. But yeah, it was a real cool sight to be held and something you're not used to seeing on WWE television because it's always storyline based. Obviously, the Undertaker, one of the the stones that kind of built the WWE to where it is today, and Vince McMahon coming out getting emotional. It was a really cool sight. Even if you're not a wrestling fan currently, like everyone knows the Undertaker. Everyone dressed up like the Undertaker at Halloween. So it was cool to see someone go out on top, not in a match, just strictly for like a ceremony purpose.
Yeah, and he's one of my all-time favorites. He lost luster towards the end, but they gave him a great send-off with the graveyard match. I thought that was incredible. So I'll go and actually watch that. It's one of the few things I'll probably watch in wrestling recently, but I'll have to ask my mom. I know I was him for 3 straight Halloweens. It could have been even more. I used to get the dish gloves for purple. Yeah. I had a couple of the, winter gloves for gray, but huge wrestler, probably not on the Mount Rushmore of influential guys of all time, but definitely the Mount Rushmore of characters.
Yeah,
and probably overall great performer, Mount Rushmore guy.
Yeah.
Did they do 2 farewells? I was watching on Twitter last night. I'm on Twitter, and everyone is like they're doing a second straight farewell. Did they do something like that? I'm not hardcore into wrestling like you guys. I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. But I couldn't sit off and spit off every wrestler in the history like you guys could.
Listen, you enjoy The Bachelorette. I enjoy wrestling. It's the same thing in different areas. But yeah, they basically played the same thing on Monday Night Raw that they played at the Survivor Series. So it wasn't 2 send-offs. And it was a real awkward part where they brought out all like the old guys like that were like part of his like crew. And then like once they did this tribute to the Undertaker, they came back and all those guys like disappeared. So
are they all looking like really rough? Are all those old guys looking rough?
50-50. 50-50.
Really?
Some of them, it's like, ugh. But yeah, it was a tough look, but really cool send off again. I think for the greatest character, as Billy said, at least on the Mount Rushmore for me, greatest character creatively all time.
So I just have a quick little personal story about wrestling. When I was a kid growing up, my dad would take, when my mom would work weekends as a nurse, my dad would take my sister and I to church Sunday mornings, and we'd go over and see his mom, and we'd sit there and she'd put on, this is back in the day, Sunday mornings, there was wrestling on like USA Network, like early on.
Superstars, yeah.
Yes. And I would have a ham sandwich with mustard on wheat bread and Pringles, and my sister would have a cut up hot dog and Pringles. That's it.
All right, Bill, what do you got here today?
I hate you.
Don't you know you can't escape me? Ooh, darling, 'cause you'll always be my baby.
That's right. See, listen to that voice. It's angelic.
By the way.
So this show, The Mandalorian, season 2, episode 4, whatever you want to call it, chapter wise, this show's nothing. It's a nothing show. It's just there's so much more that they could do with this. Just have more in every episode. This episode, from a plot standpoint, was fine. There was a little bit of story drive, but more characters, more depth, more character enrichment. Just build people that I care about, just so you can kill them. There's no consequences that they know everyone's going to get out because they're fighting stormtroopers. It should kind of be like a Mario level where you fight some stormtroopers and then you get to a mini boss, because I have no fear for any of the characters that I like. It was only 34 minutes of content, and this is your only original content. Build more characters, more story arc, more of the villain. Like, Sky Fring is a pretty cool looking villain, but give me more of him. Build him like Thanos. Like, if you fall short of making him Thanos, that's fine, because you're probably going to still end up at a good character. But I don't know anything about his plan, and I should. So, also, again, 34 minutes, a very short episode. Give me more Baby Yoda at the school, because he was at a school. Give me more. Yeah, give me a little bit of comedy in between. Give me the rule of thirds. Give me him eating some cupcakes every few minutes to make it funny. He threw up at the end because he had too much to eat. So, spoiler alert there. But
hey, feel that. Been there.
Oh, yeah.
Been there. Don't watch Mandalorian, but Bill, you've sold the show down
I
the
don't.
drain.
I don't either. I'm sitting here and I feel like it's one of those things. Like today, living in this world we're living in, if you do not watch a specific show, all you have to do is be on Twitter or social media, and you can basically watch the show through people's tweets.
Oh,
I feel like I've watched that show, Billy. Like, especially when it first started, and it was the Baby Yoda bro just hanging out everywhere.
That's all it is. I mean, I could give you the rundown in a TikTok video of all the stuff that has happened in season 2.
Sounds like an idea to me. Sounds like a brilliant idea.
It actually does.
But why is Emerson here? Why is Billy here? Why am I here? Well, we can't answer that. That's for God to tell us when that day comes, if you so believe in that. But why are we here today? It's because we are the week of Thanksgiving 2020, the oddest year. We are living in the Stranger Things upside down. But now it is time to get into the dessert tier list. It will be visual. We will send a link. You can make your own. Send a screenshot at Pop Culture PD. You can send it to me at Jason D Rossi, at Billy D 2411. Hell, you can even tweet it at Emerson Lotzia. You never know. Things are crazy. But here it is. Here is our tier list. I'm going to start off. We have 5 categories here that you can tier these into. The the greatest of all time. This is a dessert that you think is number 1. Get in my belly. Those are the ones you think are great, but not necessarily the greatest of all time. I have room is like, I'll eat it. Okay. It's there. I'll take a cut. I'll take a bite. I put cut. Oh no. Yeah. I'll take it because my aunt made it. Is that, dessert you feel guilty if you don't try. And then there's the Yulog. Yuck. Just the ones that are the trash. What are they doing? Take it, dump it in the trash. So we will go one by one through these 30 greatest ones. And I'm going to start with you, Emerson. The first one here is apple pie. Where do you place apple pie on the tier?
I'll taste it because my aunt made it.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Billy, where do you place it?
That is incredible. No way. Apple pie is I'll taste it because I wouldn't say it's the GOAT, because I don't think that. No, let me talk about it for a minute. I don't think it's the greatest of all time, but it's getting my belly for sure.
Okay, I was going to also put it in get in my belly, so we'll put 2 over 1. If anything, it would be, and I have room. We're going to put a get in my belly for now. Sorry, Emerson, you're out.
Then why the hell am I here? And first off, no, I'm pissed off. Can I say something real quick? I'm so damn disappointed in you because you didn't put Rice Krispie treats on this list.
Bro,
what the hell's your problem?
Well,
there's like 50 on here I would eliminate.
Well, that's great.
It's only 30.
I made 30, and I put in your goddamn ambrosia salad. We'll get to. For the second one on the list, Billy, we'll start with you. Trifle. You trifling SOB.
So, quick story. I know Emerson isn't here for stories, but this is the first time I realized that like I wasn't the only person that mattered, because my mom would make a great trifle with not anisette, which I don't like in my trifle. She would make it with the pound cake, that like Duncan Hines pound cake, which was delicious. But everybody requested the anisette, and she was like, "Everybody wants this. I'm sorry." And I was like, that was like a huge knock to me. But I love a trifle. But it's only a half room for me.
So this is like the layered whipped cream thing, right?
Yeah. Yep. It's cake, whipped cream, candies, whatever you want to put in. Where do you put it, Emerson?
I have room. That's where I put it.
I put it, same thing. I have room is where I had it ranked. We'll get to our third one. I'll kick it off here. Key lime pie. Hold on, I got a fart. I don't know if you can hear that. All right, key lime pie. I did. And my cat took a big dump before this, so my whole downstairs that I was just doing a DraftKings sim.
Dude.
It smells like turds in here. Anyways, key lime pie. Worst. Thank you. I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna put this one in. I'll taste it because my aunt made it. I think key lime pie blows, but what do you guys say?
All right. I have a question. I have a comment. Why is this in like holiday dessert like rankings? Like this is when you could have taken key lime pie out and you could have put Rice Krispie treats in there. No one's eating key lime pie like this time of year. This is in the summer. This is down in like Key West, and like when you're sweating your ass off and you just want like the meringue on top of it all over you. So yeah, I put this. I'll taste it because my aunt made it.
Billy?
I mean, it's going to go there because you both have it. It's one of my favorite desserts. It's more of a steakhouse dessert, but I do think it has a little bit of a Christmas flavor to it. It's got that color, Christmas color.
No, there's no Christmas flavor about this. What are you talking about?
Billy's out. All right, next one up here. The one that, takes a lot of making. Billy makes a mean one, I'll be honest, because I've tasted his. It is a big hog. No, I'm talking about a strawberry cheesecake. Emerson, where do you rank this one?
This is yuck. I do not want anything to do with the strawberry cheesecake. It is too heavy and gross. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't like it. I do not enjoy it. Nope.
Okay, well, there's a psychopath. Billy, where would you put it?
That's insane. He doesn't like apple pie. He was willing to put that in. My aunt made it.
It doesn't mean I don't like it, pal. It just means I'll take a bite because my aunt made it. Yeah, and this is just we're just holiday food rankings, buddy. Like, am I going to have this? Am I at I don't know if I'm at McDonald's or I don't know, the Sizzler.
At McDonald's? You're going to have it at McDonald's.
Like, whatever, pal. I'm just saying right now, guys, chill out. I'm talking. All I'm saying is I'm putting the cheesecake down there and yuck for holiday rankings. Get out of my face.
Billy, what do you got?
Holiday rankings. This is one of my go-tos. I would put it in the I have room. I could bump it up at the end though. By the way, I don't know if we went over that, but at the end of this, you can move one up one and one down one.
Correct. We each get we each have two at the end. So Bill, you said did you say I have room?
Yeah, I'll put it in the I have room.
I put the same thing. I like a cheesecake like all year round because I'm a fat AF. But I don't like in the holiday to go where Emerson was, I think, trying to go, but trying to be more of a human being and compassionate. I would say it is very dense. It's very heavy, especially after all the turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing that my belly is just endured. Cheesecake is not going to be my go-to. Here's one that you're probably eating about 10 a.m. on a Christmas morning because you just dig in when you're a little kid. Fudge. Where would you rank fudge? Bill, we'll start with you.
I go yuck. It's just one flavor. It's one note. I do not like fudge. It's not enough for me to spend my calories on a holiday.
Yeah, agreed. Well, not agreed at the level of yuck. I'll taste it because my aunt made it. Like I'll maybe have like a little corner piece of one of those squares right there. It also depends on the flavor. Chocolate, that's kind of boring. I don't want like the vanilla. That's all just like the white chocolate like butter. Give me a little bit of peanut butter and give me a little bit of crunch in there too. A little peanut butter toffee. Yeah.
Oh, listen, you get a little peanut butter, you put a little protein on there, get it inside of me. That's my Emerson. And I will actually also put it in, I'll taste it because my aunt made it, because it is one of those staples that you all have that aunt that makes fudge. There is just something about a women of the era of age group we are that like a generation before us, fudge is just in their blood for whatever reason. And I never loved it, don't necessarily dislike it, but yeah, I'll also put it, so it will sit right now and I'll taste it because my aunt made it.
Who's Gianna P? Like on YouTube? I love her. I love
Gianna
her.
Picar. She's one of our loyal. She's a fan to all of the podcasts.
Oh, she's amazing.
She would be in the GOAT tier of people.
Yes, she is. Honestly, we have a great fan base. Like we really do. Like we don't talk about that enough at Thanksgiving, but the people that are loyal that you see on us live and then that are listening after, our listenership has gone up. So appreciate that.
Dozens.
And dozens. Actually, we got hundreds, Bill. We've been tipping in the thousands. Watch out. We'll get those sponsors soon. All right, up next. Chocolate chip cookies. I'll start with this one. Don't even question me on this one. I don't care if it's Christmas, if it's Thanksgiving, if it's New Year's, Arbor Day, 4th of July, my GD birthday. This is one of the greatest of all times. Chocolate chip cookie, simple, delicious, love it. Get inside of me in any orifice. Don't care. I'll take it. Emerson, Emerson, what says you?
You had me at any orifice, buddy. I'm saying, again, I'm basing a lot of it off just the holiday ranking theme. I'm going get in my belly. Not as good of a goat. You'll see what I have in my goat rankings. But get in my belly. This is good. I'm not going to take a shit on chocolate chip cookies.
All right,
I will
Billy.
100% agree with the get in my belly take because it is the holidays and you can get some shitty chocolate chip cookies. My sister makes one that'll knock your socks off. It is phenomenal.
Right? Why don't you prove it? Just like you were going to deliver those cupcakes that your friend made, and then you came up with a bullshit excuse.
I had to work till 7, and I brought you roast beef hand-delivered twice.
Yeah, it's true. My wife likes you, so I unfortunately have to like you if my wife likes you.
Wait a second. You're married?
Yeah, believe it or not. Have you met my dog, Winnie? Where is she?
Yeah, dogs are cool. I thought you just had a roommate. I thought you were like single. So, yeah, we're going to have to kick you off the
Do I come off as single to you?
No. Anyways, up next on this I'm joking. Here we go. Here's one. If you don't go chocolate chip cookie, this one only is good during this next 5-week stretch that we're living in. It's the anisette cookie. Billy, where do you start this one off?
Ooh, again, my aunt makes a great one, but she personally saves me some every Christmas because she knows how much I love them. This is not goat. It's teetering on goat for me as a Christmas dessert or a holiday dessert, but it's definitely a get in my belly for me. I know not a lot of people love it.
Emerson, what says you?
So these are the little like dough balls that are basically covered in the icing and then the sprinkle things. Okay, I have room. I may put one on my dessert. I may put one on my dessert plate after I've already mashed like 100 pounds of freaking meat and stuffing, and I may take like a bite out of it. And it can't be too dry. Some people want to get away with them being too dry and thinking, the icing and sprinkles and just the presentation of it. The hell out of here with that, dude. It needs to be moist.
It does.
Yeah, I think it's a goat. I think it's one of the greatest when it comes to this, the holidays. I have room for it. You know what it is? It's a digestant. So I feel like if I have 15 pounds of turkey, precisely 2.5 pounds of potato, 16.4 ounces, pounds, 16 pounds, 14 ounces, which isn't a real thing, of stuffing, it's a good digestant to throw a little anisette. But I would say goat. I have room, so it will fit into get in my belly here. Up next, brownies. Billy, where do you rank this one?
Once again, this is one I'm going to have to just put into the get in my belly because of the season. Throw a little ice cream a la mode, then we're talking goat. But I don't know if we can combine things on this list as one whole dessert. But again, this has to be made perfectly. A good brownie is one of the best desserts you'll ever have.
Oh, it's so true. It's so true. And with my family down in the South, they make the best mother effing brownies in the world. And I know it would not make sense after my argument for chocolate chip cookies, Billy, but this will be the first one I'm putting in my goat category tonight, gentlemen. The brownie, the moist, chocolatey, gooey brownie.
So I'm screwing up the rankings on this one. I had this one ranked at I have room because it's all year round. I could have one. I don't look at it as like a holiday treat. So that will have to fit it in the get in my belly. So no goats and no Yuletide yuck yet.
I will say this with the brownie. It's one of those things to me. Like I don't want you bringing this from the store. That's got to be like a homemade. It's got to be homemade. Don't fuck around with brownies.
That's why I don't want fudge, because basically a brownie is just a better piece of fudge.
And to give credit, me and Billy have shared Friendsgivings in the past. That's one thing I like. Like Billy's a homemaker. Like he'll bake up some stuff. I've done it, except he does make a great rodeo cheeseburger run and cut them up into pieces with the toothpicks. Yeah, that's good stuff. But so yet to have a goat and yet to have a yuck. All right, this one is probably famous just for this time of year. It's the Christmas decorated sugar cookie. So you got your frosting, you got your boring ass sugar cookie. Where I'm going to start with this one. This one to me, this is the definition of I'll taste it because my aunt made it. Because
no way,
I got nothing, no love for this one.
Nope. Goat for me. When it comes to the season, when it comes to what you're eating, which is a cookie, and as long as the cookie is not too crunchy, even then you add it is still okay. These holiday cookies, Billy, and when they're covered in icing, and like a lot of times you're decorating yourselves, and you can put as much effing icing on there as you want. Goat all day long.
All right, Billy, a lot of pressure on you. Where do you put this one?
I put it in GOAT as well. Again, this is one of the two things my aunt makes that is fantastic. Yes. She always saves some. I'm usually delivering a lot of her cookies to like my family. So this is one that I will have with a little glass of hot chocolate at the end of the night. But yes, I could eat a million of these things, as could our guy Mac. Sugar cookie is, I think it's the ultimate holiday like cookie.
It's also the worst cookie. It's the frosting that makes it. So I'll give you the two GOATs. We'll put it in the category, even though I was 2 tiers down. But we'll put that. Our first GOAT is the Christmas decorated.
Because it's like pizza a little bit too. You can make a bad sugar cookie and it's still pretty good. Like even if it's burnt or a little bit overcooked. Milk. Yes.
Yeah. I don't even mind like some of the burnt edges on those like homemade sugar cookies. It's like I like that little flavor. It's like a little toasty cookie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, up next is the peanut butter cookie with the Hershey Kiss. Emerson, where do you rank it?
Fucking GOAT. Put it up there, and if it doesn't end there after you two schmucks are done talking about it, get out of my face, and I'm turning my computer off. I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
I want you to leave, so I'll mute you for a minute, because I'll tell you this. It's the best damn cookie. It is something that literally in my loins right now. It's not a Thanksgiving thing. It's a Christmas thing. In my loins, I am yearning for this cookie. I cannot wait to put it inside of me, let it sit in there, especially if it's a caramel kiss, or I know we didn't put on here, a Reese's peanut butter cup. Give it to me all. Bill, what do you say?
Not for me. I'll try it if my aunt makes it. I don't like these. I really don't. I don't think they're that good. I think they're a little bit overrated, to be quite frank. The best
cookie. You talk about moisture. And guess what? You guys are talking about sugar cookie. You can make up for it. You can make up for it with some frosting. You know what you can make up for? A real crappy cookie? I don't know. Delicious chocolate on top. That's a little melty too, so it makes the moisture go throughout the cookie. Bro. I am going to make you some of these, Bill. This year, I don't care. COVID be damned. I will put this inside. I will feed this to you mouth to mouth. Baby bird this shit to you, because I believe this cookie deserves the respect that you need to give it. Emerson obviously is on board because he almost just had a tirade that almost left us dry. But this cookie won't leave you dry, Bill. I will make sure this is delicious. I will give it to you. I'll even put a little extra salt on top, because that's another thing. A little sprinkle of salt.
Bro. And you can remove the kiss, and usually the dough underneath the kiss is like really soft.
Maybe I've never had a good one then.
I'm giving
clearly haven't. And you could do these with mini Reese's cups too. I've had them like that. You just want to double it up.
All right, we'll jump into an Italian favorite here with a couple of boys. We are the Pod Boys. We've only had one pie. Plenty of pies to come. Spoiler ahead. Or 2 pies we've done. We have the Pizzelles. Bill, where do you start with this one?
Hey, man.
Oh, we get the roommate. It's an I have room. It's fine. Like, I am an Italian. I like them. But they're fine. They're filler.
Okay, Emerson.
Yeah, so what are these things called again?
Pizzelles, you know.
Okay, yeah. So I've had some good ones when I was living in like upstate New York, big Italian community up there. So I had some really good ones then. But in the end, I'm gonna taste it because my aunt made it. That's basically it. I'm not gonna pursue it.
I totally get it. For me, it's one of the best. Well, don't pull this stunts that you pull elsewhere. I completely love this. I think, if you have an Italian baker in your family, these things are incredible. They're hot off the presses. They bring them right over on Christmas Day or on Thanksgiving. I would even argue that it could be a GOAT. Clearly not. See, that's where we're going. So I think it will have to fit. Bill, what did you say again?
Yeah, it's my aunt made it in that area.
Right. So we're just gonna dump it right in there. All right. Up next is one that I'll start this one. I'm not a fan. I'm cannolis. Not a fan of cannolis. I'm not a big pastry guy. So for me, this is Yuletide yuck. I'm not a fan. You guys can rank it up higher.
What do you think, Billy? Because for me, it's gotta be something from like the north end here. I've never been a huge cannoli guy until I moved here, and then people took me to Modern. I'm not even talking Mike's, and I'd eat those, but Modern has some incredible ones here. But I don't want these from the local grocery store either. Like it's gotta be really good. Which is why for me, I'm similar. I'm one above you, Rossi. I'll taste it because my aunt made it.
So my sister is in charge of getting the cannolis, and I can never get her to go to Bova's. Every once in a while, I'll offer and go to Bova's and get it. You need the Bova's cream. You really need, like Emerson said, you can't get these at just like the neighborhood or the local one. You got to go in Boston or one of the famous ones. To me, though, I'll split a cannoli with you. I have room.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I agree, dude. I agree. And yeah, you're right. The cheese has to be good. It has to be good quality
perfect.
cheese.
Yeah, it just makes me kind of sick thinking about it that it's cheese. Like if
Yeah.
it's frosting, it's good. So Billy went I Have Room. Emerson went with Aunt Made It. I went with Yuletide Yuck. So we'll go right down the middle with I'll taste it because my aunt made it. All right, up next is cupcakes. We'll have to go with holiday cupcakes. So let's go, Billy. Billy, what do you say?
So a cupcake is a smaller version of a cake.
Correct.
As Kevin
In a
once
cup
said,
form.
and mini
Very
cupcakes
good, Billy.
are even smaller versions of that. I'm not a huge fan of the holiday cupcake. I have room because I will try one if you make it, and if it's really good, maybe I'll have two.
Yeah.
Emerson?
Right. So, I mean, what's really the difference between a holiday cupcake and like a regular cupcake? Can you guys define that for me?
I got it for you. Let me read the definition. It's because you eat it on a holiday.
Okay. So go ahead and get it in my belly. Put it in my belly. That's
All right.
exactly where I have it ranked. Because
that's-
I will eat cupcakes. We are a huge cupcake family. The Lotzias were built to consume cupcakes. It helps that we live 2 blocks away from Georgetown as well.
All right, we'll come find you later.
Please
I'll put this one in. I had it actually as I'll taste it because my aunt made it, because cupcakes, they're just not for me on the holidays. Not something I'm kind of desiring. They look pretty. I'd rather take pictures of them and put them on the gram than actually eat them. So we'll have to fit it into I Have Room. So right now, in I Have Room, you have the trifle, the strawberry cheesecake, the holiday cupcakes, the key lime pie, the fudge, the pizzelles or pizzelis or patapatties, and cannolis are in I'll taste it because my aunt made it. Get in my belly is apple pie, even though Emerson doesn't like it. Chocolate chip cookies, anisette cookies, brownies, and in the goat, the peanut butter cookie with the Hershey Kiss, the sugar cookies dressed in holiday. So up next.
Yeah, just would just like to add something about the apple pie. Yeah, that apparently we had groceries delivered earlier tonight, and that apparently is our pie for Thursday.
Oh, isn't that fitting?
I know. So I
fitting?
will be eating, and again, it's like I don't. It's not that I hate it. It's not my go-to.
All right. So up next, I didn't think we were talking just regular Jello. So I found this Jello molded like cake. Jello. I've seen this at one of a holiday party. Just so you know, me and my wife both come from broken homes. So we used to have like 4 Christmases, and this year COVID's killing my flex on my holidays. So 4 Thanksgiving meals or 4 Christmas things. None of that's not happening. I have seen this Jello thing put together by some Italian women. Where do you I'll go Bill. Where do you want to rank this one?
Boo! I hate Jell-O. I will have it as like a snack when I want to be healthy. So this is not for me, especially on a holiday. I put it in a bucket of yuck.
Okay, Emerson.
Yeah, I'll taste it because my aunt made it, especially if it's with like some of the clear Jell-O stacked on top of like the creamy Jell-O. You know what I mean? That's not bad. You can get a concoction of flavors there.
I could see tasting a baked good that your aunt made, but you know what Jell-O tastes like.
Yeah, your aunt didn't really make it. She just
You haven't had great Jell-O. That's your problem.
No, don't play that game. You didn't go to get the gelatin store. I'm going to put in Yuletide Yuck just because we got to fill out that category, and I think we have some more on the way. So up next, the Little Debbie's Christmas trees. The reason this is here, Emerson, you put it up there. My wife, this is her favorite thing in the world. When she was a little chunky little girl to the blossoming beauty that she is today. She freaking loves these things. I'm telling you, she will literally take time to be like, do you mind maybe just getting like one? I'll just nibble on it. Then like the whole package is gone after a couple glasses of wine, kids in bed. So I actually don't even feel comfortable ranking this one. If she is not feeding my child now, I might yell up to her. But where do you guys put this one?
Oh, this is a get in my belly. Almost a goat. This is one of my all-time favorites because it's basically a zebra cake, right?
Yes. In Christmas
form. Zebra cake in Christmas form. It's got a little more of the frosting on it, but I will eat this in like segments, like on the line, just to slowly savor it. And like when I get these or the zebra cakes, I will eat these until the box is gone.
Me too, dude. It's so dangerous when you get like those Little Debbie snacks just around me, and I will consume it. I do. Listen, I don't buy them a lot because if I do, I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to eat the shit out of them, like way too much.
Have you ever?
These are great, and these should be in like the ice cream form. You know, there should be an ice cream with like chunks of these in it.
Oh, that would be like a McFlurry style. One of these would be banana land good.
Yes.
And so. Have you ever looked at the calorie count on these or like other Little Debbie snacks?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Oh,
You will
don't
not
ever
be
look
happy with yourself.
All right, so I went to my wife. And she said if she can't put in the goat, it wouldn't be true and it wouldn't be fair to everybody else. But she said it's absolutely a get in my belly. So I did not even hear your rankings because I literally left to ask her.
Yeah, we saw that.
So where do we end on this one?
Get in my belly, everybody.
Both of them.
Wow, look at that. All right, so up next is interesting one. Fruit. It's always out there. You know what fruit is? It's the I'm too cheap to make, or I'm not a good cook. I'll just grab a box of or those plastic clear things at Stop and Shop, wherever you go grocery shopping. Put it in something else to make it look like I cut it up. Thing you bring to a holiday party. Emerson, where would you rank fruit?
All right, so I'm just going straight down the middle. I have room. If you are going to be the fruit person, go a little above and beyond and buy fresh fruit, clean it, trim it up on your own. Do not, and I repeat, do not be the piece of shit who buys the big bag of frozen fruit, lets it thaw out, and then you put it in a bowl and you bring it there. You know what? My mom was lazy as shit. She always was the salad lady at our family functions, okay? Fruit
and dried fruit are not desserts. Any kind of fruit at a dessert party, get the fuck out of here. That's not what I came here for. That's not where I'm spending my sugar on this type of shit. Not a chance. It's yuck.
almost like a palate cleanser, though. That's
give me some ice cream sorbet or some sherbet before we start the meal. That's fine. I don't want anything to do with this after my pants have been unbuckled and I'm ready to eat dessert.
Oh yeah, baby.
Fruit is the ultimate. If you're wherever you live, whether you were a kid or as an adult, if you're the host and the fruit's still there because about 4 people picked at it with their disgusting fingers that have the cheesy popcorn from that Try popcorn thing that you eat. So this is just sitting there. I usually will scarf this down because I'm just it's 10:30 at night. I already ate literally 7 weeks worth of calories. I'm just going to pick on this fruit. And I'm always mad at myself afterwards. It's a real bad way to end a night. So I'm also going to put in the Yuletide yuck. Not worth the calories, not worth the time. Don't bring fruit. Bring some baked goods that if I want to avoid, it's easier because it's not just sitting there in front of me wasting away and I have to put it in my trash and it smells for 3 days.
It does. It really does. You got to get rid of it. Just put it in the disposal in the sink. That's all you got to do with it.
That was the number one request when I bought a house. I needed disposal. All right, here we go. It is now gingerbread cookies. Very fitting for the time we're living in. Emerson, where would you rank the
I'll taste it. I'll taste it because my aunt made it. Not a huge gingerbread guy. I'm just not. Your aunt makes the best gingerbread cookies? No. Okay, that sounds good. My roommate's chiming in. She really loves it. Her aunt apparently makes great gingerbread. Sorry, honey. I'll taste it because my wife's aunt made it.
Okay, so you have a wife and a roommate and a dog. What a life you're living.
It's incredible, dude.
Billy, what about you?
It's all about if my aunt made it because, I'll build a house out of it, but I don't want to eat that house. I just don't.
Yeah, perfect. You can't.
Have you guys ever eaten one of those houses?
No, why would you? It's gingerbread, and it's 10 days old by that point.
Yeah.
Well, you eat it right after you make it. You can't let it sit there forever.
I once was at a party and there was a couple of Grandpappy syrups going around, and there was a big gingerbread house there, and I said, "Oh, I kind of want a piece. It looks good," and I broke a piece, really had to dig my hand into it. Then went to bite it, almost cracked my tooth. Almost. If those things sit for as long as you 10 days, as you guys saying, it gets stale, and that
like any cookie.
Hardens. Yeah, it was bad. And so
a ginger snap.
Work like a ginger snap your jaw and go to the dentist and do not collect $200. Up next is a coffee cake. I'll jump in on this one. This one could be a goat. It's not going to be for me, but it could be because I feel like it's only good in the holiday time. I don't drink coffee. What? I feel like it's when it comes out. I feel like it has its specialty. It's
I have a Drake's coffee cake. Coffee cake is delicious all year round.
Well, I feel like but it's coming out of this. This is me talking. It comes out. It's the season of the coffee cake is this holiday time. I'm going to put it and get in my belly because whenever I see it, I desire a bite. And I don't like coffee. I like cake. And coffee cake put together doesn't taste like coffee. It's like cinnamon. I dig it. So get in my belly for me.
There is no coffee flavor in coffee cake. It has nothing to do with it.
Why do we call it coffee cake?
Because you eat it with your coffee.
Okay. Interesting.
So why are they called donuts? They could call them coffee circles.
I think that was developed a little bit beforehand. But yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of coffee cake. I just don't want it at the holidays because it's definitely not a holiday dessert.
No, it's a lazy ass way out of trying to get out of having to bring something to a party. It's an I'll taste it because my aunt made it.
You know what it is? You both. I don't know if I don't want to take the shot where you're both working or you're
Coffee
several
cake.
outlets. Coffee cake is the ultimate company gift. Like your company gives you a coffee cake.
No, that's fruit cake.
That's a fruit cake, and that's coming up.
Oh man, who gives fruitcakes? Anyway, so Emerson, where would you put it? You said aunt. Billy, where would you put it? Yeah. Where did you say?
Aunt.
Aunt. Okay, so a lot of aunts up in this house, getting a lot of respect. All right, so
baby.
You mentioned it. We get to it. The fruitcake. Bill, since you are one, where would you rank this?
So the first time I think I ever had food poisoning, it was from a fruitcake at my grandfather's house. I didn't even know what it was. Sounded good, right? Piece of cake. It was awful. It was during one of the Ray Bork All-Star games where he won the shooting competition. I can remember watching it, throwing up. It's a horrible experience.
It's amazing.
And this is the ultimate company gift. This is if you've ever seen a sitcom in your life, this is what they give you. This is in the Christmas movie Mixed Nuts. They're passing a fruitcake back and forth the whole time because nobody fucking wants it.
Christmas Vacation as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bill. So give me a tier.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna second that. This is like the shit you put in a doomsday bunker because it's in a airtight package and you can eat it in 40 years when there's nothing else on this planet except cockroaches. This shit is garbage, and if you eat it, you're garbage.
I will tell you right now, I've never had it because every time I look at it, it looks like jujus are on top of a cake, and I don't know what the cake tastes like. I don't want to. I look at it and I say, nope, not for me. Don't even want to waste the time thinking about it. So that will fall into the Yuletide yuck along with Jell-O and fruit. So we got anything that's fruit related so far as hit the skids down in the Yuletide yuck.
As our guy,
I was just gonna say, I like this guy too.
Our guy Max said this earlier. Fuck the fruit person. So I think we're holding steady with that right there.
Yeah, strawberry cheesecake's the only thing that's holding up anything fruit related, and key lime pie, I guess. All right, up next. Honestly, Emerson, you're a monster for even adding this. I didn't know. I had to Google what this was. And then I'm like, oh, I've seen this crap on the dish before. It's ambrosia salad.
It's
what
so
are
good.
we doing? Good?
It's like marshmallows and coconut, and then you have little orange in there. Now, again, it's probably a Southern thing. My aunt used to make it all the fucking time, still does. And it's so good at Publix. But even then, it's in my top 10, I think it was towards the bottom. I have it as I have room because it's a nice little light salad that you have on the side with all of your other main dishes.
Bill, what do you give this?
I mean, I've never had it. I looked it up. I can't really judge it, I guess. A little too much fruit for my taste, but maybe my aunt brings it or Emerson aunts come to mind. I don't know, but it definitely feels like a Florida thing. I'll try it if my aunt makes it.
Yeah, it's all marshmallows, essentially. Just think of that.
All right.
Go ahead, Rossi.
Rossi may be frozen from the look of it now.
I thought he was fucking with me.
But the only problem is I don't have control of that little board that he has. So, I think he's coming back. He's back.
I'm back. And I just tried some ambrosia salad, and I can't confirm it's trash. I had to pause my screen, shut off the podcast.
I hate you.
We'll have to put it with the aunt crap because Emerson's aunt was polite or something. But this is literally avoidable. I've seen it, and I go, take a hard 90-degree turn to get away from it.
It's more marshmallow than anything else, people. That's it. And you got to have it's got to be good. Can't be shitty.
Okay, yeah, that sounds great. Thanks for describing that. All right, up next is the Muddy Buddies, a party favorite for most people. It's going to be on the dish. Usually this could even be one of those before dinner desserts. But Emerson, where would you rank this one?
I have room. It's nice because it is something that was a good point made by you, Rossi. I could have it before. And then you know what? Afterwards, when I'm having maybe a post-dinner beer or something like that, I'll probably have a little more, even after I've already had dessert.
So this is like puppy chow, basically, right?
What?
Yeah, it's it's the Chex Mix covered in chocolate and peanut butter and shit like that.
And powder and sugar. Yeah.
I will eat this, by the fistful. I don't want to have too much of it because I don't want to fill up before I get to my real dessert. But yeah, this could be a sampler, at any point during the night. Again, I have room for it. I really like this. It's one of my favorite trail mixes if they have a little bit of those Chex covered in chocolate. Anytime you sprinkle those in there, those are the best part. So I have room.
Yeah, I put an eye of room as well. I think, like I said, it's after dinner. When the dessert table is just being rolled out when you were a kid, and you're you can't cut the cake yet, but you can always take a handful of that stuff.
The one thing the downside of this is in a sharing bowl, even if you're eating with family, it's kind of gross because stuff gets on your fingers and people are licking out the fingers and they're going back in for more. It's not ideal for sharing. It's not
a COVID dessert. I'll tell you that.
Listen,
nope.
Listen, you ain't licking and sharing those germs with people. You're not doing it right. I lick the fingers, dive in, because you know what? You get more of the powdered sugar on your fingers after. It's like cheese balls. Up
First
next.
you lick it, then you stick it.
Excuse me.
We're pie boys.
Oh, yes. Good point. Up next, fruit tart. Do we even have to really talk about this one?
Yeah, it's a bucket of yuck. It's got fruit. It's got that, like, what is that stuff? It's like a pastry sauce.
It's like custard
Goo.
stuff.
This goo.
This is
goo.
It's yuck. I went ahead and just threw it in yuck. I actually originally had it in my aunt, but now that we're talking about it more, I hate this dish.
Your aunt doesn't want it in her either.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, I think we're just going to put that in the yuck. Fruit is getting absolutely creamed this holiday season. All right, up next, regatta pie.
It's too much.
No.
It's
So
too
what
much.
is this stuff? I don't understand. What is this?
It's basically like a cannoli cake.
Yeah, it's regatta
Oh.
cheese based in like a cake. It's like a cheesecake, but more regatta than, is its base than it would be like a cream
All
cheese.
right. Yeah,
It's very heavy, very heavy.
I'll have a sliver. I'll have a sliver of it, but basically,
You'll
I'll
eat anything, bro.
I will,
I've seen you in the office at DraftKings. Like, I'll just see you. You will take a small piece of something, and you'll eat everything now.
And eats very fast, by the way. Billy eats extremely fast. For me, I hate regatta. I think it's the worst kind of cheese. I would put this in yuck. Once somebody told me that regatta was inside of raviolis, I almost cried for like the rest of my days. I think it's disgusting. So I'm going to put it in yuck. Where do you guys monsters putting this one?
I think it's an aunt.
I'll go aunt as well. Look at GP. GP says it's the goat.
What?
That's what's crazy. She's going
GP.
ricotta pie is goat.
Oh, what did she say about me? I missed that.
That you're a dildo.
Oh, okay.
Rossi is being authentic because you're saying it the proper way, I guess.
Thank you.
I was like,
you.
what? I was just thinking you were being an idiot.
Well, that's
Is that really how you say
Always,
it?
though. That's always. Yeah, that's how like a true Italian says it.
Emerson, just so you know, there's segments about me being an idiot. This is a podcast you don't even have to bother. Up next, we have pecan pie.
Goat. Just
Goat
go
for
in
me
the
as
goat.
well.
Wow, just goat right away.
Yep.
It's I had never had it until I was like almost 30, I think. And then somebody brought me to Pizzi's Pies, and I had a pecan pie from Pizzi's.
So
if it's done right,
good.
it's the best pie.
It is so fucking good, Billy.
It's amazing. It has such a wonderful flavor to it. I never thought I would like a pecan pie in my life. As a kid, it seemed disgusting. It is phenomenal.
Yeah,
So-
it really is.
My wife was like, "Oh, this is going to be a goat, right?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Our former roommate of me and Billy's, our friend Kevin, made this pie. I never had it before in my life. He made it for me. And then a lot of Southern restaurants, like barbecue places, will have this on their dessert menu. Amazing. So I wasn't going to put it in the goat. I probably would have said get in my belly, but no argument for me. So we have our third goat so far here on the tier list. We have sugar cookies, holiday style, the peanut butter cookie with a kiss, and a pecan pie. Up next, the snickerdoodle. Maybe some people call it the most boring cookie in the world, but
What?
some people, I'm not saying I was Googling it. Billy, where do you rank the snickerdoodle?
Quick aside, we are going to get some major heat for the ricotta over, the pecan over ricotta. We're getting killed in the comment section right now for Gianna and Mac. Not happy about it.
screw 'em.
And maybe not happy about this because a snickerdoodle, sign me up. It's a get in my belly. If you have one, I am trying one 100% for sure. It is not, to me, it's a little more. I don't have them all of the time. So if I see one, I'm going right for it.
Yeah.
Emerson?
We live in a snickerdoodle home. I think we're on like 4 straight weeks of Meg making homemade snickerdoodles like each week. It's a goat cookie for me. It really is. It's a year round, but also we eat it a lot this time of year.
Yeah, I was going to say I have room, so we'll split the difference here and we'll be a get in my belly. Because it's one of those cookies I don't desire, but when it's there, of course I'm going to take a bite. The cinnamon, just so alluring. Up next, carrot cake. I'm going to start this one. It's my favorite cake of all time. So for me, it's a goat. It's not. I don't think it's going to be an overall goat, but for me, nothing better. It was my wedding cake. It will be my funeral
Same
cake.
here.
Ooh, what's up, dog?
Hey, what's up, baby?
Billy will be your next wedding cake. What do we got? What do you got
Either
there?
the next one or the one after that. Yeah, one of my weddings is after.
Yeah, whichever one you have.
I do like it.
Yeah.
It is too filling though. I will have a piece of it though. I have room for it.
Okay, Emerson,
Wow.
what do you say?
So it is my favorite cake on the planet, but when it comes to my holiday rankings, it's just getting my belly.
Yeah, I would probably put it as a GOAT just because of my bias, but yeah, Get in My Belly will split the difference there. Up next, I would say this is the dessert that most people will talk about when it comes to this holiday we're going to be celebrating momentarily in Thanksgiving. It is pumpkin pie. Bill, where do you place pumpkin pie?
Hell yeah.
I like it. I don't love it.
Oh.
I will definitely have a piece of it, and if it's a really good pumpkin pie, I'll cut like a sliver, and then I'll go back if I liked it. But it's not something I have to have or need to have. I do like it, but again, it's not all-timer.
So what tier?
I said I have room for it.
Okay. Emerson, what says you?
This is a goat pie. This is, you need it. You want it around Thanksgiving for Christmas. You need some fresh Cool Whip on top of it to go with it. But I'm not kidding you. I will eat half of a fucking pumpkin pie every Thanksgiving and every Christmas. And then it's one of those things where you're so disgusted and full and you pass out at 8 o'clock and then you wake up at like 11:30 and everyone's already in bed. All the food's already put back up in the fridge. I'm going for the fucking pumpkin pie again.
There is nothing better than the post refrigeration after a defrostation of the pumpkin pie at whether it's 11 p.m., 11 a.m. the next morning. You're baking up a little eggs with the ham from the ham that you had the night before. And look at that. A little scoop of pumpkin pie, never kill nobody. Calories don't count on the day after Thanksgiving or the week after Christmas. So I also will put it as a GOAT. It's not even just my ranking. I think it's also like people believe in this pie. I think this is the people's pie, is the pumpkin pie.
The people's pie.
Well, I think our guy Davey's pie is hair pie.
Well, that's, that's his personal favorite. Again, check out the Dork Podcast for takes like that. Whoopie Pies is up next. Billy.
I mean, this is an automatic GOAT for me. I think this is my favorite dessert. If it's done right, to me, it is the most tasty, the best thing that you can have. I like anything with a little bit of cream filling. It's like a giant Oreo, except the top and bottom are better.
Oh, no.
So Oreo is
whoa,
elite cookie. This is a GOAT dessert.
Oreo.
It's like an Oreo. It's got the top, bottom, and cream.
Yeah, gross. No, for me, I don't like whoopie pies. They're a yuck for me. So Emerson, you have.
How do you not like whoopie pies?
I think they're too much. The ratio. It's way too much cake at the top and the bottom. I'd rather just have a piece of cake. I don't like them. The cream filling. Nah, yuck.
You needed that like your local neighborhood grocery, not like your
bakery.
Your box grocery store, but yes, like your local neighborhood bakery. Exactly.
I've been there.
It's a get in my belly for me. Really? Have you ordered them from there?
Yeah, I have bakeries all around me when I grew up.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. You want me to send you my address? I'll send you my Yelp reviews as well. So you said get in my belly. Billy said goat. I said yuck. So I guess I'd have to be...
Get in my belly?
I'll put in get in my belly because you guys... All right, up next. This is something I can guarantee you we've all eaten before the hour of like 6 a.m. on Christmas morning because you got up, you were able to like dip into the either the dish that was on your living room table or wherever your tree was, or if you're Jewish, where your menorah was on that 8th morning, or it was the first thing that you pulled out of the stocking. You're like, hell yeah, can I eat this? And your parents like, go for it. It is the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Tree Edition that never could actually look like a tree, kind of look like a snow cone. But Emerson, you put this on here. Love you for that. Where would you place this?
Yeah, it's going GOAT for me, dudes. It really is. Now, is it the GOAT of the holiday Reese's shapes? It is not, but it is still a GOAT holiday food. 100% any time of day. You nailed it when you said before 6 a.m.
Yeah. Bill, how about you?
You know my feelings on Reese's, the actual Reese's brand Reese's. I don't like it.
I
don't like it at all.
Trader Joe's bull crap. Yeah, he sucks. He's
not a fan. I'll have it maybe if my aunt makes it.
What? Your aunt doesn't make it? A Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Giving it some credit. I'm not putting it in yuck, but I don't like it.
I hate it.
All right, so I'm putting it as GOAT too.
Get the fuck down. No way. No way.
And well, guess what? I guarantee it's going in the GOAT later. So screw
then fine. It's yuck for me. So bump it down another category.
No, that wouldn't. That's still. It's two GOATs and one lower.
You, bro.
I know.
It's not. The ratio's all messed up. Not enough chocolate to the peanut butter.
Bill,
then you got a bad tree.
Yes, it's the tree. The tree has the best. The tree and the pumpkins
have
the ratio in the egg. In the egg. No, it is perfect. Thin chocolate on top, thin on the bottom, sides thick, just like me, just like my sides. Thick on the sides, a little bit of.
You know me, I like that, but not with this. I don't like it.
Bill, big smile, thickness.
Grow up, Billy. What the hell's wrong with you?
Seriously, who hurt you this time? Last but not least, an interesting one, and I just lost my list. Distractions, acting. All right, we have the last one on there.
Fudge pie or something? What is
A
this?
chocolate cream pie.
Okay.
I have room. I definitely have room for it.
Yeah, I have room.
Yeah, we'll just put that in I have room. That's our 30. So let me just quickly go over these very briefly. In the GOAT, sugar cookie holiday style, peanut butter with a kiss, pecan pie, pumpkin pie, get in my belly is apple pie, chocolate chip cookies, anisette cookies, brownies, Christmas tree, Little Debbie's Christmas tree, whatever the cakes, snickerdoodle, carrot cake, whoopie pie, Reese's peanut butter cup, tree version. I have room is the trifle, the strawberry cheesecake, the holiday cupcake, the Muddy Buddies, and your chocolate cream pie. I'll taste it because my aunt made it. Key lime pie, fudge, pizzelles, cannolis, gingerbread cookies, coffee cake, ambrosia salad. What are we doing? Regatta pie, and in Yuletide yuck is a Jello, fruit cake, fruit tart. So now, Emerson, you first pick. We're gonna do the down category. So you can knock anything that's in any category. You can knock one down. No one can touch it after that. So whatever you touch cannot go back up or down.
Okay. I am taking down the cheesecake right there. Take it down a level.
All right, cheesecake going from I have room to I'll taste it because my aunt made it. Bill, you can knock one down.
Get those peanut butter cookies out of the GOAT.
Wow.
What a fucking monster.
That's really, that actually makes me like him less. A lot less.
Yes.
No.
Chaos. Rossi is pissed. He's thinking about his down, and he can't.
He's
like what stuff around his eye.
No, not the tree, Rossi. Not the tree.
Is that a real tree? I hope it's a real tree. He just took down his tree, folks, for those of you on the audio version of this podcast. I've done 82 of these with him, and this is the
Rossi, get back here.
You have control of the board. We can't do anything until you get back. I knew that was going to piss him off, so that's why I'm glad I did it.
I don't know where I am anymore. I lost my chair.
Rossi, that's a fake tree.
Yeah, that's my downstairs fake tree. What the Christ? That is bullshit. That was such a bullshit move.
But we can make up for it, right?
No, we can't. We can't. No, I know what I'm going to do now, but it's bullshit. Like, I don't want my name established to a product that doesn't have the peanut butter cookie with a goddamn kiss in the GOAT category. It's a bullshit move, Bill. All right, I got to go up for blood. What do you like, you son of a bitch? There's nothing here that I can even hurt you.
He likes whoopie pies. Do whoopie pies.
But can I say something? Of course I'm going to do whoopie pies, but let me say something. It doesn't even hurt that much. It's a get in my belly to I have room. It's not even like, you know what? Oh, I'm so mad. Like, I want to take sugar cookies out, and I don't even hate them. I need to do something. I'm so fired up. Oh, that is such a dick.
But don't hurt us. I know. I wish there was a way we could really hurt Billy right now.
Yeah, it's whoopie pies, I guess.
Like even just emotionally, you know?
Whoopity-doo. Whoopie pies go from getting my belly to ivory. Like, the fact that getting my belly is a peanut butter cookie with a kiss. Screw you. I really hope you have a bad night's sleep. All right.
I've almost died in my sleep recently.
I don't want you to die. I just said have a
bad night. Are you serious?
Yeah.
He almost dies all the time.
That's amazing.
All right. So now we all get to put one up. Emerson, which one are you going to push up?
All right.
And it can't be one that was already touched. So unfortunately, those peanut butter cookies get locked in.
Okay, cool.
Billy's the biggest Grinch.
You know what? Take the Reese's trees and move them to the top.
Okay, thank you.
It's just they're so damn good. And GP made a good point over here too. She says Reese's shapes are better than the regular. It's very true.
Thank you. And thank you, Gianna,
They pack more peanut butter in there. So Billy, give it another shot and stop being a douche.
Honestly, I'm going to give you the peanut butter cookie. Actually, you know what? You're off the peanut butter cookie list now because you did that. That was a dick move. And you know what? Honestly, I have to question everything we do here on this podcast after a move like that. That was pure hate in your eyes. Bill, which one are you going to move up, you prick?
All right, I'm going to try and be the people's podcast here. There's nothing I really want to move up too much. So I think to complete our list, I'm going to move the apple pie into the GOAT list.
Wonderful. Great.
Feels good, guys. It feels good. Feels good to be mean.
It really, you such a shithead. Suck. Like, this was such, like, I'm hurt, like legit hurt.
I did have fun for like a whole hour until that moment.
I really was. This was such a good time. And now my wife was screaming, stop it. And I think my son woke up. I have pumpkins all over the place. My cat picture fell. Composure. Okay.
Reel it in.
I gotta move. I almost just want to move freaking fruit tart up because this list sucks now. But I'm not gonna do that. It's between the anisette cookie going to a goat because I am a believer. Chocolate chip cookie. I've talked myself out. I'm a carrot cake guy.
Do it, man. That would make you feel happy. Because that has to do with your wedding.
I know. Fuck my wedding. I'm gonna go with anisette cookies. Because that I truly believe holiday wise is the goat, and I need a cookie to replace my beloved peanut butter cookies with the goddamn Hershey's Kiss. So that will be the list. We will take a screenshot of this miserable shit list and tier and post it up, and you guys can play along with it. We will post this list. Billy is an absolute monster. I think Emerson will be taking over him permanently moving forward, and he can enjoy whatever else he does in life. You sick, twisted little man.
You are a little man, Billy.
I can't. I don't even know. I really don't know what to say. I don't even know what's next. Is that your roommate talking, Emerson? Is she saying something nice?
No, it's not mine. No, she's hanging out with Winnie right now.
All right.
We're getting ready to watch The Bachelorette. That's what we're going to do.
Well, do you want to jump off now because we do a little wrap up? You can if you like.
No. If you guys will have me, I'd love to react to what stupid shit you're going to say.
Yeah, I don't want to be alone with Billy, but at this point of the podcast, we're a part of this Dorkshire Gooniverse, and Bill's going to tell us what we're doing in there.
This week in Shared Gooniverse.
All right, so it's the This Week in Dork, and Dork did the rating streaming services. It was pretty good. I actually agreed with a lot of the takes there. They told you what it offered, what it cost, and what were the best ones. So it was actually a pretty good breakdown of that. And they did a Rossi's Horrible Take that did not contain anybody in the DSG. Nick Fitzy Stevens thinks that Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's, is an overrated movie.
What the fuck? I don't even know who this is. I don't even know.
What's going on?
So you want to burn me at the stake for my take? That's the worst take ever. At least this is a full opinion. Unbelievable.
What is going on? Like the world literally flipped. I've had the greatest 2020. We've survived a lot of stuff. Yeah. In the last 5.5 minutes have destroyed my entire year. My wife better be cooking up a good goddamn meal because I'm going to hit somebody. Something's getting broken tonight.
Please not one of you. Please not your wife or child.
Take it out on the Christmas tree again.
Yeah.
Do you like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation? Okay, whatever. I shouldn't have asked you.
No, I think it's one of the I
was asking my roommate back there. You can see her right over here.
Kinda.
There, she's kind of right behind the lamp. Yeah. She said no, but whatever.
Oh my god! Wow.
What a monster! She's a monster.
Yeah.
Great.
Might be time to have a talk.
She also has never seen the Goonies, so like whatever.
Well,
all right, go ahead, guys. I'm interrupting. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I don't even know what to say. Bill, what else is going on? What else are people doing?
We've had a rough last 5 minutes on this podcast. Mac and Goo did the 1989 classic Aliens. CMC Changed My Mind did Winter Soldier rewatch with Goo. They made fun of Fryer a lot, and he doesn't really know what sarcasm is, so that was enjoyable. Check that out. TLDR talked comics. Furloughed and Friends, they do their thing all the time. I don't know what they talked about, but I'm sure it was good. And then don't forget to check out all of our Twitchers, Shime, Arvon D, and Dr. Joe. And of course, go to Davy's page on Twitter and donate to his Movember page. It's all about men's health, so go check that out. And then don't forget, I also have another podcast now with my buddy Dr. Joe. It's called I've Heard It Both Ways. I almost lost the name of my podcast. And we're doing that tomorrow night at about 8 o'clock. And it's the second episode.
And what is that? What is it? Yeah. So you rewatch Psych. He's really bad at explaining things. They watch the show Psych. He's good at bursting dreams, right? And like just ripping up your heart and making you want to kill yourself. But he, just kidding, obviously. But they watch the show Psych. You ever seen Psych, Emerson?
No, I know that's like Billy's favorite show. You just changed your Twitter picture to this, right?
Instagram.
Well, Instagram. Okay, same thing.
So yeah, I've never watched it, but I actually am watching the show along with the podcast. So they do every week, do episode by episode. So it's kind of a cool.
Okay, I'll give you a good review, but I will not listen to that podcast.
I don't blame you.
Hey, just hit play. All we ever care about it, just so you know, in the podcast world, just like some stuff in TV, just turn it on. Let the Nielsen rating come through. You know what I'm saying? Don't care if you have it on mute. But yeah, just click play, subscribe. We appreciate it.
I do trust Billy's input on like pop culture stuff and movies and shows. close. So I do believe I would like that show, Billy, because you and I are good friends.
No, you used to be. Let me ask you this. Did you ever see Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes, I do.
Billy didn't like that.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
That's a classic, Billy.
Several times you said
that's
you
like
did
not liking Coming to America.
That's like not liking peanut butter cookies with a chocolate damn kiss in it. What's up from Fresno? I need somebody here.
Fair enough. All right, I think that's it for this week in DSG.
Yeah, that's it. So we have those upcoming podcasts you mentioned. I'm going to drop some wrestling stuff. Might do a little retrospective on The Undertaker. We'll see. I don't know. I have to go find some sunshine. I got to go find my smile. But Emerson Lotzia, we can find you on Twitter at Emerson Lotzia. Where is it on the gram? Is it the Emerson Lotzia?
It's _Emerson. And following me on Instagram is an absolute must because of our puppy Winnie, who turned 4 months old yesterday. And she also has her own Instagram at Winnie Lapouche. That's an L-E. She's French. Winnie Lapouche.
And we will definitely give it. Billy is following now and sliding in those DMs. A little strange, Bill. A little strange.
Billy, chill out, dude. She's like 4 months, which actually is almost legal age in dog years. So you're okay.
Yeah, you do you, Bill.
Billy, can I get one of these characters? Can you make me one? Can I send you a headshot?
Oh, you already have one, buddy.
Oh,
I already have a cartoon of you. Yeah, I'll tweet it up.
Do I look jacked?
I think I gave you tiny legs, but yeah.
He does skip leg day. I have noticed he has skipped leg day a lot recently. Just these
Eat a
climbs.
dick, dude. Yeah, get out of here.
I'll skip the dick and eat a peanut butter cookie with a chocolate kiss in the middle, though, because it's one of the greatest of all time when it comes to the holidays.
Not by our list, buddy.
So we're heading into the holiday season, Emerson. Next week, we are going to be doing a top 11 Christmas or holiday song countdown, where me and Billy are both going to put our top 20 together, stack up the points, and rank the top 11. What is your favorite Christmas or holiday song, Emerson?
I'd probably say, Meg, what's the one from that Christmas movie we like? The Christmas song from the vacation or the holiday that the guy sings. Okay, never mind. Anywho, just give me Mariah Carey. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Default, Love Actually. Yeah, exactly. I can't think of one.
Oh, Love Actually? All right.
Well, that might make the countdown next week. I'm pretty sure Mariah Carey's going to be on there. But man, it was such a pleasure to connect with you here, have you on here. It was such a good time until, like I said, about 10 minutes ago, where literally my world collapsed, and so did my tree and my heater that's on. That's not good. But yeah, definitely go check out Emerson and follow all his adventures on television, on DraftKings, on NESN, everywhere he is, because he's in a lot of places. But in the middle of the day, he can't somehow do streams, and that's where I jump in. But that'll do it. But Emerson, really appreciate it very much you joining us. Billy, this was a heck of a week. You are the biggest piece of trash on the planet. I tweeted that. You are the worst person. I'm very ashamed. I don't want to talk to you after this podcast. I need a little break, and I need some space. But you can follow him at Billy D 2411.
Shout out to Steve Buchanan. He said Emerson's a hunk, so I'm not going to ignore that comment.
Okay, cool.
Thank
it. Thank you, Steve, for checking in.
Yeah, he's cool, dude.
Yeah, he didn't crush my dreams tonight, so he's good in my book. But yes, we will be back next week. Like we said, we'll kick off December. We're going to have a lot of holiday stuff with the holiday movies we're going to be talking about. We got holiday songs. Billy's birthday is coming up, so he gets to pick his own topic, so it'll probably be something really horrible. And
What's the date? When's your birthday?
Don't worry about it. Honestly, we're skipping it this year, I think, actually.
I'm going to have a peanut butter cookie cake. I think that's
no, you're going to have a peanut butter and bullshit cake, and I'm going to make those cat turds that my cat made. I'm going to put that instead of Hershey's Kisses.
Billy, are you on Facebook?
I am.
Are we friends on Facebook?
I don't know if we're friends on Facebook, though.
All right,
the only good thing Facebook does is remind you when people's birthdays are.
That is true. That is true. That and old memories of when you looked different. But that'll do it for us. I'm going to head out of here. You can follow us at Pop Culture PD. Please do subscribe. If you're seeing this on YouTube or anywhere, please make a comment. It would be it will help us. It will do so much. Hit subscribe. Check out the podcast. Let us know your thoughts. Appreciate you all being here with us. Have a great Thanksgiving, safe and sound. Be good to your family, whether it's on Zoom in real life, and take care of each other. We'll catch you all next week. Frank says hi.